Blockbuster passes on Netflix. In 2000, executives at Blockbuster sat down with a small but fast-growing startup, Netflix. At the time, Blockbuster was everywhere. Thousands of stores, millions of customers, massive revenue. Netflix proposed a deal. Blockbuster could buy the company for around $50 million. But streaming and mail-order DVDs seemed like a niche idea. Blockbuster believed physical stores would remain dominant, so the offer was declined. Over the next few years, internet speeds improved. Consumers started valuing convenience over late fees and store visits. Netflix pivoted to streaming in 2007. Subscriptions surged globally. Blockbuster tried launching its own online service, but too late. That piled up, stores closed rapidly. In 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. A company that once defined movie nights lost to a model it didn't believe would matter. Kodak builds the future, then ignores it. In 1975, an engineer inside Kodak created a prototype that looked like a toaster with a lens. It was the world's first digital camera. The invention proved images could be captured electronically without film. But executives saw a problem. Their entire business depended on film sales. Digital photography threatened that revenue stream. So instead of pushing the technology forward, Kodak moved cautiously and protected its core business. Meanwhile, electronics companies aggressively developed digital cameras through the 1990s. Prices dropped, quality improved. Consumers switched faster than expected. Film demand collapsed. Kodak's profits shrank dramatically. In 2012, the company filed for bankruptcy protection. A company that once invented digital photography was overtaken by companies that embraced it. Nokia underestimates the smartphone shift. In 2007, Nokia was the undisputed king of mobile phones. Its devices were known for durability and global reach. Market share hovered around 40%. Then the smartphone era began. Touchscreens and app ecosystems started redefining what phones could do. But inside Nokia, leadership believed hardware quality would remain the main driver. Software development moved slowly. Operating systems struggled to compete with newer platforms. Meanwhile, Apple and Android attracted developers and built massive app stores. Consumers began choosing ecosystems instead of just devices. Within a few years, Nokia's dominance eroded. Sales declined sharply. In 2014, its phone division was sold to Microsoft. A company that once led the market lost ground because it underestimated how quickly consumer expectations were evolving. Yahoo passes on Google. In the early 2000s, Yahoo was one of the biggest names on the internet. It had email, news, search, and millions of daily users. During this period, Yahoo had the opportunity to acquire a small but rapidly improving search engine, Google. But Yahoo believed the price was too high for a company with uncertain revenue, so the acquisition never happened. Over the next decade, Google's search technology became the backbone of the internet. Advertising revenue exploded. Yahoo struggled to define its strategy and gradually lost relevance in the market. The missed deal became one of the most famous what-if moments in tech history. Sometimes the biggest losses come from the opportunities companies decide not to take. New Coke misreads loyalty. In 1985, Coca Cola faced intense competition in the Cola Wars. Blind taste tests showed people preferred a sweeter formula. Confident in the data, the company decided to replace its original recipe with a new version, New Coke. The rollout was nationwide. Marketing was massive. But customers didn't see it as just a flavor change. They saw it as losing a cultural icon. Protests erupted. Hotlines were flooded with complaints. Public backlash grew rapidly. Within months, Coca-Cola reintroduced the original formula as Coca-Cola Classic. Sales recovered, but the episode became a textbook case of misunderstanding emotional attachment to a product. Data said one thing, customer identity said another. Quibi launches without a market. In April 2020, Quibi entered the streaming wars with enormous expectations. Founded by Hollywood veterans and backed by nearly $1.75 billion, its goal was to deliver short, high-quality shows designed for mobile viewing. The concept sounded modern and tailored for busy audiences, but consumers already had endless free short-form content on platforms like YouTube and TikTok. Quibi's subscription model struggled to attract users. Marketing couldn't overcome weak demand. Within 6 months, the platform announced it was shutting down. One of the most well-funded launches in entertainment history ended almost as quickly as it began. A reminder that even perfect execution can't save a product if the market doesn't need it.